New York City, New York, Knicks. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all bleed blue and orange. And everybody's starving, hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we
Films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, MSG stand up. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Con permiso, excuse me. Bienvenido, mi gente. Welcome back, Organic Fanatics. What up, what up, what up? Welcome back to another episode. We got a jam-packed episode. We loaded with the family on here. I'm going to start with the intros. We got a new member, which we're going to save the best for last, right? A new body, a new family member, Knicks, New York Knicks. Set it off. New Knicks.
Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Organics Fanatics. Welcome home. Here with my fam, my brothers, my cousin, and our new guest. You know what I mean? About to get it in. Let's chop it up.
Yo,
City
Miguel,
Squad.
Miguel, hit him up.
What's going on, peoples? Bienvenido a los Knicks fanáticos. That's tough. The Organic Fanatic Show.
That's right, the Organic Fanatic.
Going on, my people.
We the tough. And now we got a special guest with us today, my brother Emana Bakash, Alex Campo, another Dominican representing. Salute, my brother. Thank you for coming on with us. Talk to him. What you got to say?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. You already know. I'm about to go in on some people, so some feelings might be hurt, but just know it's all out of love because I want the front, the Knicks, you know what I mean? I want that to be winning a championship shortly. So no disrespect. You know, The name in the back is good, it's gravy, it's all that, but I need the name on the front to be present and be the number one. When we win that chip, I want to see that Knicks, that banner up there in MSG. That's what I want. So rock with me. Don't take it personal.
Respect. I can respect that.
Hey, we going in, all right. Oh, hey, okay. Hey. Well, all right. Welcome everybody to us. It is Game 3 of the New York Knickerbockers, the Knicks. That's who we want. We want the Knicks. We at the Garden. We at the hometown, the Mecca, and we going against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They sad. All right, so we got them playing today. They gave us a little 1-2 piece. You know what I'm saying? We got a little swollen eye, a little something. They gave us a couple of little lumps. We took it in stride, and now it's time for us to fight back. It's our time to get at it. It's our time for our young people to get in. We'll get into it a little bit more. I think, what do you guys think was some of the, first of all, who you think who needed to step up the last game? Who was missed in the last game, or who should have been in there? We'll come to you, Alex. You want to go in? Actually, good. I'll go to you. You're the first guest. We'll let you in today.
I mean, I appreciate you again, but I mean, I think everybody really needed to step up. The main culprit, in my opinion, I mean, I know I'm gonna catch some hate for this, but it's your boy Broadway Barrett. You know what I'm saying? He just is not. It's just not there, man. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's playoff jitters. I don't know if he's partying too much. I don't know what the case is, but you can't go 4 for 13. That's like 30% from the field. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the stats right now. He went 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. He cleaned up the free throws, which I appreciate, but I need him to give me more than just defense. Like the game one defense he had against Garland, you know, it was good. You know, he had him in check for a while, but then game two he just went off. You can't. So if you're not gonna give me offense, at least give me defense. But if you're not gonna give me anything, then I think it's possibly time to start looking at maybe putting him on the bench unit and starting someone else. I mean, I like Grimes, but he hasn't been showing up either. So I mean, it's a whole team effort at the end. But Barrett gotta step up. I don't see it.
Right, well, what's your thoughts on that, Phil, on RJ?
Listen, that's what the word is out in the Knicks universe. Everybody wants RJ to sit. He's definitely not that third threat that we saw him being last year during the a little bit before the playoffs, and the way he manned up during that first series of the playoff when Randall kind of slacked off. You know, that's what we were expecting this year, especially with the pickup of Jalen Brunson. With the pickup of Hart, everything was supposed to be a lot easier for RJ. You feel what I'm saying? And with him being one of the key pieces that was supposed to be traded for Donovan Mitchell, he should have been coming in this game. In the whole year, he should have came into the season like pissed off and ready to show the world. He said it first. He said, we're going to shock the world. He's the first one that is not shocking no one. He's not shocking, not even my daughter. Like, I don't understand what's going on with this cat. Like, but it's already beyond the point where everybody's sick and tired, you know what I mean, of RJ, as Freezy called him, the golden child. You know what I mean? Blarn's Tears. They call him the golden child. And yeah, he was our draft pick. He was New York built, made for New York, but this season is definitely not it. He's 180 regressed. I mean, yeah, everybody want to say he's young. I don't want to take up too much time because I got a long ass list. I'm gonna let Mike go on because
Mike,
RJ ya me tienes alto, RJ. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he needs some fucking mangú, some fucking queso salami. I don't know what he needs because I told Melvin, take this nigga to a Dominican spot and feed that nigga some mangú or some shit because it's already like, bro, where's the dogs at?
What's your thoughts on that, Mickey?
Well, I mean, RJ's just having it rough lately. He's still keeping us in games. It ain't like he's fucking it up so bad that, we don't want him in. He's starting. I think every year there's that one player that just has it bad. A couple of years ago it was Randall, and in the beginning of last year it was IQ. Everybody's talking about. Now it's RJ. Everybody's talking about because he ain't putting up fantastical numbers, and he's got his money. He got paid. I think there's a little bit of he could be partying it up. I doubt it very much. We're in the playoffs. I wouldn't see it where he would have time to really party it up like that between the traveling and the games we're playing. And I don't think he seems like that. I think he takes his craft very seriously. He's just not finishing at the basket. And ain't like he's not making good choices and he's not finishing at the basket. If he was finishing, we'd be saying a different story. But he's playing decent enough defense. He's a body in there. He's just not. It doesn't seem like the balls are going in for him, and it's looking bad. I don't know. Ever since his finger was lacerated, first he's coming off of a sickness, then he gets back. He starts to do well a little bit. Then he gets his finger lacerated, and he's been mediocre ever since. And it's just not his year. This is not his year, but I believe in him. He's gonna pull through, and we're gonna need him tonight. We're definitely gonna need him, and we're definitely gonna need him and IQ to show up. We're gonna need these guys tonight. We're gonna be home, and they gotta put a show on tonight. And we'll see.
I agree with that. I'll give my opinions later on that. But so from your guys' perspective, you guys see RJ was probably the biggest negative. I think different, but I get it. What if you guys agree?
To me, RJ was the biggest negative. The biggest negative to me was IQ, man. Okay. Where was my dude? Where was IQ? Where was Hartenstein? Where was Josh? These guys, it was just game 2. They had to come back and punch us. They were more desperate than we were. They couldn't lose that fucking game 2, bro. They were just more desperate than we were. They wanted it more.
Yeah, but
there you go. That's why
let me say something. IQ and Hartenstein. I don't know about Hartenstein, but IQ hasn't been to the playoffs. RJ has. RJ has been handed the keys since day 1.
How old was IQ? How old was RJ when he went to the playoffs? He was like 18, dude. He was 18 when the last time he was in the playoffs. Yeah,
but RJ was handed the keys since he came into the league. I mean, since he came up to the squad.
That's my point, Phil. You giving a fucking guy who's just barely 23 years old the keys to be like he's supposed to like lead us. He's 23 years old.
Mike, he wasn't the number 11 pick. He wasn't the number 28th pick. He was the fucking number 3rd pick. But you gotta step up, bro. At that, bro. And when we pay you the bag, before he got the bag, he was balling. So what happened?
I don't know. Ask RJ.
I mean,
ask RJ.
So I think Kevin Knox flew back into New York and invited this nigga to play Roblox or whatever video game these niggas be. Bro, these kids got me tired, bro.
All right. So we'll come back.
Phil, excuse me. Can I say something? All right. Yeah. You're saying he's okay. Other than John Morant, what other guy his age do you see out there, and including John Morant, who are leaders like the way he is? None of them are perfect. All of them have their flaws. Even John Morant, who's like in the NBA as an NBA player, is probably ahead of everybody. But he also makes his mistake at his age. He's not perfect. He's fucking it up too. You know what I'm saying?
Mike,
he's not perfect.
Mike, let me rebuttal.
You don't see RJ getting into trouble like the rest of them are. You don't see RJ missing games like Zion.
He's very
you don't see RJ falling off like Cam Reddish. RJ's there, man. He's got us in the playoffs. He's not producing numbers right now, but he's got us to where we are right now. We wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for him. He's not balling out right now. He ain't got fucking high numbers, but it ain't like he don't got us playing. He don't got us in the playoff. He has us in the playoff.
Let me rebuttal with RJ. RJ was scoring. I think he had, I don't know how many games he had with 30+ points last year.
Okay. We ain't win last year. And we ain't win last year. He's averaging more now.
He got an easier game this year. Yeah, all right. With him being the 3rd option.
What was he last year? What option
your game does have to change a little.
What option was he last year? What option was he last year? 3rd or 2nd?
He was the 2nd.
Oh, and so now you get a reduced role. You add another all-star player, and you got to.
I just said that.
Okay, and he's still giving you the points. We weren't complaining when we went on a 10-game winning streak when RJ was starting. We ain't
No,
saying.
no, 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 no. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You wrong about that. RJ was not. When we went on these runs, it wasn't RJ starting. It wasn't, bro. RJ was off for a few games, bro. And bro, when he came back, he was slowing down the speed and the pace of the game. He's like Randall.
When we were on the winning
like a black hole, bro.
He wasn't starting on the 8-game winning streak or the 10-game winning streak.
Can I say something real quick?
Jump in. I'm just saying.
If you the number 3 option, right? That means that other teams are scheming to take away your first option and your second option, right?
Yep.
So as the third option, you're really going up against not the top tier defense, right? Like they're not scheming against you. So shouldn't his production have increased instead of decreased? Or at least shouldn't he have been consistent?
He gave you 14 points. He averaging 17. He gave you 14.
He gave me 14 points on 13 shots. That's 1 point per shot.
Well, how many did Josh Hart have? How many points did he have, and how many shots he took?
Yeah, but they double teamed him.
Hold on, wait. Come on,
5 points with 3 shots.
Hold on. The Cavs eliminated 2 things: was Brunson starting and Hart coming in. They were double teaming these niggas, B. They were keying in on Hart and Brunson. That's why the game, like Alex said, bro, if these teams are really capitalizing on double teaming Brunson and Randall and Hart,
right?
You feel what I'm saying? Because IQ, I give him that because IQ's not that good away from home.
Okay.
So now he home. So I expect him to be in his bag.
But stay with RJ. So you're saying they took Randall out, right? Both of y'all saying they took Randall out double team. They took Jalen Brunson double team, right? And RJ should have. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I hear y'all right. Let me see if I hear, because I'm the only. Me and Miguel are probably the only one defending RJ. So it should be up to RJ. This is RJ's first time seeing that type of defense where they're eliminating. I'm just saying my piece. You can say it, but y'all want him to step up. That's where those shots were. He missed them. He took the shots. He missed them. But he tried.
Where's his free throw percentage at?
It was 85% the last game.
He was 85%.
So that means
no. I'm talking about for the last 5, 10
We're talking
games.
this series. We're talking this series, right? Because we could go to the whole year. We're in the Cleveland series right now. So that means he went to the line. He tried to make the shots. They hacked him, and he missed the shot because he got hacked. And he made 8 out of his 10 shots. So he tried to make the drive. He tried to hit the 3-pointers. He missed them. There was some times that he should have maybe passed to the Grimes, but he tried to do what y'all were saying. He did it terribly. This is his first time seeing the defense. Now he has to adjust. If he continues in this series to play like that, I get it. That's me. Go ahead, Alex. What you got?
Can I also just say, I don't even know how valuable those 14 points are, to be real with you, because I got to replay the game in my mind. But I feel like a lot of those points came in garbage time, like when the game was already done. I mean, I could be wrong. Don't quote me, but I don't feel like those points were even like, the layups that he was making at the end were like the game was already blown out by then.
He was making his points, to be honest, in the first and second half. Jalen Brunson had 20 points, Randall had 22, and RJ had 14. Typically, they're in the 20s plus a 3. So if you want to say the 3 did what they were supposed to do, to a certain extent, their defense obviously impacted a lot of our points. Where Brunson wasn't himself, he was under what he normally would probably shoot for 30. Randall obviously would be in the high 30s, and RJ would be in the 20 plus. When we did that, we normally win. To me, besides our players, now you got Mitchell Robinson, who had 2 points, 5 rebounds. You had Grimes, who had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then you have Josh Hart, 5.4 rebounds. None of the others, I think, contributed. They're not even close.
I did say that. I did say everybody was, shit in the bed. I did say that. Now my thing is, again, I mean, if you're the third option, you should be at least good enough to pick up the slack. Where if they eliminate your first and second options, you should be at minimum a threat. You're not a threat if you're going 4 for 13 from the field. It's just not happening. And now, on top of that, when you go to the rack and you miss bunnies, bro, like that's a problem. And it's not like all right, you want to focus on the playoffs, cool. But that's been happening all year. Like you can't miss point blank shots. Like those are gimmies. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not arguing those. I'm not arguing. I agree. He's not. He's definitely not efficient. So there's areas of opportunity. I'm not doubting that. He's too.
Obviously, I mean, I'm saying, like I said, everybody got a shape up. Everybody did their part for us to get punched in the mouth the way we did. I'm not trying to, you know, sugarcoat anything. But another thing that we need to take care of is the turnovers. We had like 12 in like the first half. Like when we average 12 throughout the game, that we cannot keep doing that. We cannot keep having plays where somebody's going to get past the ball and they expect them to be in a spot, but they end up being in a different spot. You know what I'm saying? Like Clyde would say, he expected him to zig, but he zagged. Like you can't have those kind of mental breakdowns. Like this is the playoffs. They're keying in on your tendencies, the opponent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have to have a strong base, and from the base you can, you know what I mean, make tactical moves and make changes. If your base ain't strong, then you're not gonna go anywhere in the playoffs because, like I said, they're keying in on what you do good. They're trying to eliminate your first option and your second option, so that your third option needs to step up, which in this case is RJ.
And Miguel,
it's not happening.
I hear you on that, Miguel. Miguel, what do you think about IQ on his impact and what he should do, or do you think he needs to do any better? Tell me about his last game and what you think he needs to do this game.
Definitely needs to do better. He hasn't been doing anything. You know, he hasn't been a factor. He's been a non-factor. I don't know what it is. You know, it's just probably one of those games. He could be tired. He's been playing a lot lately. All the regular season games at the end, he's been playing a lot. You know, he did a lot. He had some 40-point games, and he could be tired. He could have hit the wall already. He could be a little exhausted. But he'll do better tonight back home. I see him picking it up. You know, Grimes, they need to share the ball. They need to stop turning it over, like Alex said, because that was the thing. They turned it over a lot. They need to do more assists. You know, I think it'll all come back to it'll all come back tonight in Game 3, man. And you know that Game 2 was just we had to give it to them. They came in more desperate. They played a little harder, and they played to who they are. And that was Game 2 at home, or we would have fucking swept it. They had to win. But this is Game 3. It's a whole different story. We were at the Garden. It's Game 3. We stole one away, you know, and we're back home, and we gotta fucking shut it down. Shut them down.
And as you guys were saying, I'll cue you in right now, Phil. What you guys were saying too, the turnovers. We had 12 in the second quarter alone. 12.
Yeah, in the second quarter.
You can't have that, bro.
They scored, I think it was 32 or 35 points off our turnovers. Mm-hmm. So you're talking about 35 points. If we even give them half of that, that means we got a W. You know what I mean? So that's something between that and only having 16 assists. I know you've been key on that, Phil, as far as ball movement and passing the rock. What are your thoughts on that today?
Bro, you saw, you know, my little 30-point theory in the first quarter. First quarter, I can't remember what the points were. I think we were about 20 or
we had 20. We had 22 in the first, and they had 25 in the first.
That means there's no movement. When I see that 30 piece in the first quarter, I know the team is playing how we usually play, and that's where those 9-game run came into. You feel what I'm saying? And the Knicks, with the Knicks, their offense comes from their defense. We're playing great on defense, but it's I think they're overthinking it, bro. This isn't the first time we played the Cavs. Mm-hmm. Look what we usually do to them. They overthinking it. Like that little 20-point run they had, I'm thinking in my head, all right, we've been here before. We're going to toughen up like we always did and take the game over. That did not happen. You feel what I'm saying? Like instead of them resetting to, hey, we did this before, boom, let's put them to bed. Now I got the calves crawling all out my pocket like ants, and I can't control it. So bro, put these little niggas back in the pocket, bro. We ball. We've been balling on them all year. It's nothing different. We back at home. So my hungry hoopers should get recharged. Yeah, you know what I mean? If they were playing our anthem in the garden, I think it'll be a different dynamic.
Now,
Yeah, you know
what do you think? What do you think about IQ? I'll cue you and Alex in a sec. What are your thoughts on IQ and his performance, or his performance today and the last week?
IQ?
Yeah.
Shit, he got to go back to 6-man IQ, bro. And that's gonna happen tonight. You know, I know we're gonna get to the subjects later, but him and Grimes definitely got to go off, especially IQ. IQ has, like, when they're double teaming Brunson, like IQ, before we had Brunson, I thought IQ was gonna go into that starting position. So with that being said, IQ should be taking over, bro. He's already he got everything Tibbs wants from him. He gives it, he puts it out on the floor. He just got to execute, stop overthinking things, and get back to that killer mode. You know what I mean?
I think he's gonna break out today too, because he got snubbed for 6-man of the year. They gave it to Malcolm Brogdon. So he got snubbed. He might walk in with that little chip on his shoulder. What do you think about that, Alex?
Yeah. I was gonna say that. I feel like he got snubbed, unfortunately. He came in second place to Brogdon. And like the reasoning behind it was like all out of whack. Like, oh, he started 20-something games or whatever. But like, if you're the 6th man and somebody goes down, then and you replace that starter, you know, you're still the 6th man. I don't know. I just felt like he got snubbed. But back to his play. I don't know what's going on with him. He seems a little shy. I don't know. Maybe it's jitters, his first playoffs or whatever. But he's not the usual, you know, I'm a catch and shoot. Nah, he's not he's not making decisions quickly, you know what I mean, for lack of a better word. You know, but yeah, he's not playing like himself. He's not playing like the second half of the season of the Quick that we're used to, you know, because first half it was atrocious, but second half he picked it up, and I don't know why, but he's just not there. Maybe he got to take up some shots, shoot some shots before the game, or shoot some shots in between games. But he got to figure it out, because we can't have Quick going 12 points. Like we need like a 20-point outing from him minimum.
Yeah, I think Miguel's boy's gonna have a breakout game tonight. Miguel, what you think about Grimes only getting 2 shots off, only having 5 points? What do you think is his impact on today's game? He may be driving. You driving, Mickey?
Yeah, Mike's probably on the helm.
Yeah, guys. What was the question? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, so I'm talking. I was asking you about Grimes' importance today. He only had 2 shots the last game. Do you think he needs to be involved more? What do you think he needs to get going today?
Definitely, he's so important. All of those guys are important. He only got 2 shots last time. You know, he's literally bleeding for us. He literally got punched, shed blood for us in the playoffs, man. He's got to get some time. You know, he's got to get time. He's got to get minutes. He's got to get, you got to throw the ball to him some more. He's got to be able to score. He's got to be given more chances to score. You know, you got to incorporate Grimes. You got to incorporate IQ. You got to incorporate Obi. All these guys. I mean, we play better when they're playing. You know, Randall he's our main guy. He's our star player. He's our all-star. But him in the lineup lately, it hasn't been helping. It's slowing us down. I mean, he's keeping us in the games at the same time, but we're worried about his attitude. He's still arguing with the refs. You know, the little bit of time that Obi has been playing has been good. You know, we need him to get some minutes. We need Grimes to get some minutes. We got to get the younger. We got to get the others in there. We got to get them incorporated. We got to make them feel like they're still a part of this. You know, because we only win when they're playing and they're successful. The only way they're going to be successful is if they get the minutes. on the floor, against these, we got to throw them in the mix because Cleveland doesn't know what the fuck to do when those guys are in the mix.
I mean, in order for them to get in the mix, they got to produce offense. I mean, their defense is always going to be their defense. They're all defensively sound-minded bodies. But offensively, you got to execute at the same time. When Grimes got a wide open threes, you got to hit them shits. Nigga, you a shooter. You a sniper. That's what you pay to do. So make some shots, and you'll get some burn.
What do you think about that?
Another thing, if I may, another thing, I don't want to just be attacking the players. Tibbs got something coming for him too. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going on. But yeah, Tibbs got problems, man. Like, for example, that play where Randall almost got injured. You know what I'm saying? In garbage minutes, garbage time. Like, what are you thinking, bro? Like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Kept
Like,
him in the game when he should have played.
You gotta take he's your number one option, and you're gonna leave him out there to possibly get hurt, which he almost did. You know what I'm saying? So, and another thing, he has to do a better job of getting players open. Backdoor screens and not just pick and roll. Like, you gotta change it up, my guy. Like, this is the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So, Tibbs, you better watch out too.
Now, do you think Brunson had anything to do with mobility? Do you think he has a role in facilitating and getting the other players involved, him and IQ? Or do you think it's strictly, and this is just a question to all of you, do you think that Tibbs has to come up with schemes or something to get everyone else involved? Or do you think he leaves it up to the point guards to facilitate?
I think. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
I think personally he runs a little bit of the triangle, but it's a lot of pick and it's very heavy on the pick and roll, and I feel like he leaves it up to the guards to decide what is the best point after the initial play. So he'll call out a play, he'll say whatever, and then they'll do the pick and roll, and as the plays are developing, it's up to Jalen, it's up to IQ to figure out who's open, who's not, where to pass the ball, when to take the shot. I feel like he leaves it up to the players, but he needs to change it up and incorporate, like I said, off ball movement, like screens, back doors, maybe set it up where it's not just Randall, like back to the basket, like maybe give Randall the ball and have him coming downhill like a truck, because not many people can body Randall. Like, let's be real, he's like a semi truck. You try to block him, he's coming through. So change up the schemes. Like, don't just have him post up. There's many different ways that you can use him. And again, I feel like Tibbs needs to change it up a little. Just not the whole pick and roll situation. Like, obviously from last game, they're starting to, like you guys mentioned, they're starting to double Brunson. They're starting to trap up top, like very high in the 3-point line. So if they're gonna do that, swing the ball. Somebody's open, so swing the rock. Like they say, the hockey assist. You know what I mean? Swing the rock, and somebody's gonna be open.
But as a ball player, as a point guard, that's what you're supposed to set up to do. You're supposed to bring that ball down and be like enough for the team to plan against you and draw that double team in order to get that ball going. You know what I mean? It's team ball.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bro. This was the second game. This was the second game. It's gonna happen, man. We just want to see what they were gonna do after we fucking punched them in the face. We want to see how they're gonna react. We want to see what they're gonna do. How they're gonna double team us. Who they're gonna double team, what's gonna happen, what we're gonna be able to do. We haven't even let all our dogs out yet, man.
Yeah,
we're not even home,
Mike, this is in the regular season. This is in the regular season.
I'm talking about right now in the playoffs. I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
We saw their reaction, how they're gonna react, and what we need to adjust, how we need to adjust now going into the third
But bro,
game.
you gotta counteract in the
On the fly.
on the fly, bro. Like right there. We played them 4 times. The last time we played them, Randall wasn't in the game. So
Dude, we
Tibbs
played them
already
4
had to
times
have
and we
those
beat them 3
schemes.
out of 4 times. We beat them 4 fucking out of the last 5 times we played them. We beat them like 4 out of the 5 times we played. I ain't worried
So
about no fucking.
that's exactly my point. This shouldn't have been nothing. Like you talking about waiting for the reaction. You don't wait a whole other game for the reaction.
I'm saying you wait
in the motion, in the moment.
I know. I'm saying that we punched them in the face. We want this next game. The second game was to see how they were going to react, what they were going to do to counter what we did game 1. Game 2, they countered. Now game 3, we're going to counter back because we're going to adjust to what they gave. They probably gave us all they're going to give us in the whole series in game 2.
Yeah,
they ain't that fucking tough.
But Mike, even Dwight called what they were gonna do in game 2. We already know that it's all the common sense and mathematics, bro. You know Garland wasn't gonna stay with such amount of points, such an amount of assists. So you already gotta be prepared for that and double team. Like you gotta be a mirror's reflection. Whatever they doing, you double down on them. Like, it's not hard. It's not rocket science, bro. If they're double teaming your main fucking guy, that's the head of the snake, which is Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart off of the bench, if they're cutting the heads off of the snake, you got to do the same shit. You double down. You run that fucking, you rotate that defense. Defense isn't our problem, but if you're not applying the same pressure, like, that's like if you're in a boxing match. If a nigga hit you with a hook, what you gonna do? Sit there and jab him, and jab him and try to figure it out? Nah, hit that nigga back, bro.
Hey, I think to what you guys are talking about in the last game, I think they try to make the in-game adjustments. But they didn't do it good. They were terrible at it. That's why we had the 12 turnovers, because they were trying to make the pass. They were trying to find the other players, but you can't make a cross-court pass. That's easy for people to read. So we had a lot of those.
They were reading
We did a lot of
bro.
turnovers. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers trying to fucking adjust on the fly, man. You know, maybe we'll do a little bit better in game 3 with the, watching the videos, and just preparing a little bit better now in game 3. But trying to adjust on the fly, man, we did a lot. Cost us a lot. They scored a lot off of our fucking turnovers trying to adjust in game right away, in the spur of the moment, in the most heated fucking game that of this series for them, got that game 2.
I mean,
look, I might be exaggerated sometimes and overconfident in my squad, and I'm not gonna negate the fact that Cleveland's a great, like they a good team, but they still little, bro. They number 1 in defense or whatnot, but bro, we proved that throughout the series in the regular season, bro.
To go to some of that real quick, I think Jalen Brunson has to facilitate. It's up to the point guard to facilitate. If he takes even a small page of what Donovan Mitchell did in game 2, what did Donovan Mitchell do? He had 13 assists, right? He had
the roles. All right. Let me tell you the difference. The difference between game 1 and game 2. The difference is that the roles were reversed for Cleveland. Donovan became the assist. Like he was. You feel what he was the facilitator instead of being the aggressor. You feel what I'm saying? They were letting homie score, and like you said in the other pod, like we gotta shut him down. Let Donovan do what he's gonna do. But if you, I mean, just use the reverse, I'm guessing. So,
what you think, Alex?
No, y'all make a good point. That's an adjustment they made. They put in Karis LeVert too, which gave them length, and that was an adjustment. You have Mitchell facilitating instead of scoring. So again, what are we doing to counter that? You know what I'm saying? Like it's a chess match at this point. I feel like we do have the better squad, and I still have us winning in 6. I just feel like the way we lost last game, it shouldn't be like that. Like the offense should be way more smoother, and defense got to show up. But,
I agree.
it's all a chess match at this point. You know what I'm saying?
That's why, and this is where, and if we're looking at it, JB Bickerstaff is a Bickerstaff. Is that he's a coach? Am I thinking the right one anyway? So the two coaches are making their move. Tibbs, they've already seen all their moves. This was a desperation move by Bickerstaff at this point. They had to win the last game. They had to force something extreme, something different that we haven't seen in the previous 5 games that Miguel said that we won. They had to do something completely different. It worked. They put the pressure. Yeah. We played at the same time. We played sloppy. So that's what we had an excessive. I mean, we're a team. We're actually one of the top 4 teams, if I recall, in the season for lowest turnovers. We averaged 10 or less in a whole game. So the fact that we had 17 in a game, yes, their defense has something to do with it. You got to give them some kind of props. They're the number 1 defense, but facilitation is huge. There's no way we're going to win a game with only 16 assists. Never. That's not going to happen. I think, and we got to just come off the ledge. Let's bring it inside. Here, come on in, fans.
No, we fanatics, bro. We fanatics. We live in the edge. This is what we do.
Niggas are hitting the pipe while watching the game. That's a bull. You see that? Yo, trade him. And I get it.
We wouldn't be Knicks fans if we wasn't so passionate.
You're right. And you're right. There's both, and they not wrong. And I don't think it's wrong either way. We passionate, but we just gotta bring it in. I mean, I get it. We mad, but yo, after the game, niggas had 8 trade scenarios for RJ. We had so many players in the trade talk, which is fine. All I think, to be honest, it's this game you're gonna see fast pace. With the problem with us, we were going right into half court instantly. We were walking the ball up. We're going right into a half court, which played into their hands. They were already set. They already had their set plays for us in a half court set. They know we like going half court, so they were ready. They were picking, as you were talking about, Alex double teaming Jalen Brunson right off the top, and then Jalen Brunson was calling a pick and roll with the center with Mitch. So that's terrible because it brings a 7-footer to double team him. So at this point, you got to switch the pick and roll to either get RJ's man or to get a smaller player to double team and keep Mitch out there. So I'm looking for more of a fast-paced game to start off running and then to get the ball moving. I'm going to look at Jalen Brunson. I'm pretty sure you're going to see the ball movement a lot more. I don't think you're going to see more than two seconds on each player to hold the ball. They're going to be moving the ball more, a lot of more ball movement early. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen to break up their scheming defense that they have, and then just a lot more slashing and cutting. If Mitch doesn't have it in, I can see a lot of Isaiah playing heavy minutes today because he's a good passer. He finds people good on the break. So I'm going to see him, Hart, IQ, and I'm going to see Isaiah. So I'm looking for them to have a big game today. I'm going to see maybe more heavy.
It looks like on the injury for them, Osman isn't playing.
The number 1 defender.
That's big. That's big.
That's their 3-point. That's a 3 guy though. He can shoot threes.
That's big.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I know who's really showing up today.
Who's that?
Double All-Star Randall. Randall, I think, is gonna take control of the situation. He is, for the time being, the face of the franchise. You know what I mean? And he's definitely going to come in hot. He's coming in hot.
I like that take.
On the injury report,
nobody for Knicks.
CD Osman for them. Dalen Windler for them is out. And believe it or not, for us, it's going to be Jericho Simmons on the injury report.
That means he's
the guy that doesn't see the court. Whoa.
That's good. That we weren't as small anyway.
That kind of sucks, man. I want to see all of us healthy, including Sims. Because they were banging us pretty hard in the beginning. They were banging. It's going to be a physical game. They're going to make it physical, those guys, because they know that Robinson's going to come to play, and he's our offensive rebounder. And they're going to try to be physical with him. Have him create a lot of fouls, have him get a lot of fouls, try to throw him off his game, They might double team Brunson. They might double team Randall. But our top 3 players, they're gonna try to cover really hard. I see them trying to cover Brunson. I see them trying to cover Randall, and I see them trying to fucking really throw it at Robinson and give him a handful, throw him to the ground. You know, have him create a lot of fouls so that he's not in the game, or throw him off his game, because that's the only way they're gonna win.
Mike, you know what you don't see? You know what you don't see? It's the first game in the Garden, nigga, MSG, bro. First game of the playoff this year. Do you know how, bro?
I'm telling you, they're gonna come. They're gonna come hard at. They're gonna come hard at,
bro. Niggas, yo, it's about to be retarded in this shit. You heard?
Crazy, yeah.
Like that, Garland and all them ain't ready for what the hell is about to pop off at MSG, bro.
They need to be
them going into that
they better
bus
ask Trey Young in the
inside,
Hawks.
bro. It's a whole different animal, son.
You better be
and
listening.
Do you know how charged up? Do you know how charged up my niggas is gonna be? Are you retarded, bro? Is you dumb? Is you dumb? I'm telling you.
Yeah, we litty. We're gonna be litty tonight for sure. I think, as you talking about, so you got RJ. I'm sorry, you have Randall having a big game. Miguel, who you think has a big game tonight? Who you think has a comeback game for us?
Look, can I guess for Mike?
I already.
IQ.
Yo, you're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on.
Me?
No, Miguel.
No. Yeah.
What's our records been since Josh has been with us? Since Josh Hart?
Probably like 13 and
at home.
Probably 13-3 or something like that.
At home, right?
Yeah. At home, I think we're like 12.
Oh shit, Mike, are you going away from IQ?
You go with Josh Hart?
Yeah, I'm saying that Josh Hart, fucking Brunson tandem in Madison Square Garden in the playoffs.
Okay, so you got Josh Hart having
Wildcats.
Okay, so that's your
shit. Mike got Hart coming out with a 40-piece.
Who you got, Alex? Who you think
that?
Alex, who you think?
I see that. I see our defense being turned up.
Definitely.
Who I got showing up? Who I got, man? I mean, who I want to show up is Grimes. I want to pick Grimes.
Yeah.
But I really think I'm hoping I'm gonna pick Barrett, and I'm gonna lean in on the young buck, and I'm gonna say he's gonna show up, because I feel like
we believe.
Maybe he's gonna wake up. He's gonna smell the New York City air, the dusty air, you know, and he's gonna have a rejuvenation. That's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Broadway Barrett with efficient 22 points.
And you gave him efficiency at the same. Yo, that's from throwing.
That's the key. That's the key. That's the key.
You came in throwing grenades, trades, firing.
Listen, it's all love. It's all love.
Hey,
we spoke about it earlier. It's about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? It's not about this right here. You know what I'm saying? It's about this right here.
The front of the jersey, baby. That's right.
Exactly.
It's all about the front of the jersey. Facts.
Exactly.
Team first, right? I like that though. I definitely like that pick. You guys are coming with the haymakers. Damn. I think you're gonna see an explosive game from IQ today. I'm giving IQ a 27-point game today plus. I'm gonna give IQ a 27-point game. I think Tibbs might shock him if they keep playing that defense. I'm gonna see a substitution if Grimes doesn't have it early. I think Tibbs is gonna make a crazy switch. I think he's going to run with Jalen Brunson and IQ at the same time to give them something to think about at some point. Maybe not at the beginning, but at some point you're going to see an IQ, Jalen Brunson at the same time. So they got to be like, who do we got? Who do we got? And all IQ needs to see is one shot go in. He's going to give you the first little floater. Count it. He's going to give you the first. Once he sees a little floater and that goes in and he gets that first three, it's a wrap. He's going to go crazy. And then RJ and Grimes are probably going to be at the bench with Obi and Hartenstein. I look for Obi and Hartenstein to do good, at least double digits each. Grimes to have around 12 to 15 points. I think IQ is going to go off. I think he's going to have a big game today. And I think everybody's going to get in rhythm. So I think it's going to be a good game. I think we're going to see a fast-paced game. I don't think you're going to see us settling into a right off the bat. First quarter is going to say, we know Randall's is the first quarter Randall trying to go for 30 in the first. As he's talking about my brother, he's talking about Randall's going to have a big game. I think Randall's first quarter. That's his quarter. If Randall hits his first 3 out of 5 shots, he's going to go off, like you said. And then Batman Barrett should have that second quarter. Second quarter is typically RJ's. And then look for Brunson to facilitate to everybody. And then the fourth quarter, Murder She Wrote. Captain Clutch is going to come out.
Listen, if it goes to how I'm visualizing it, I see a 40-point first quarter. And if that happens, it's a wrap. Because I'm telling you, Randall's Randall's good by himself. What happened?
I'm looking at M Special. keep going. He said,
yeah. Listen, Randall by himself will be good. If he goes off like MVP Randall, he good for 18. Brunson will be good. They're going to be doubling him, so he'll have about like 12, maybe 12 points. But IQ, this is where IQ and RJ should step up. So if we're that team that we've been, we should have a 40-point first quarter, bro.
That's something to say. 40 is a big number. You wouldn't be the exaggerator if the exaggerator is here at the Garden.
I am here.
The exaggerator.
I want to see Randall with the Hulk smash. Give it to me.
Okay.
Look, Randall's gonna have to go off like he's been the last 5 or 10 games in that first quarter, man. That first half of the game, he needs to go ape shit. Then in the end, motherfucking JB Grimes take over. IQ comes in there. It needs to be IQ and Randall in the beginning, fucking like Dwight, like you said, getting in rhythm. IQ getting in rhythm. I think he plays well with Randall, but Randall needs to go ape shit that first quarter.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
And if Randall goes ape shit
with a 30, IQ comes in there and gives us 25. And then you got Grimes going there giving us 2 points with the defense. And we might see Deuce tonight. And we need our Hartenstein. We need Frankenstein to come in there and fucking just slap motherfuckers up.
Listen, we back at home, bro. We back at home. Welcome us back for the first time this year. You heard? Let the Garden go crazy. The Garden's gonna go crazy. Niggas ain't gonna be able to handle that pressure.
Our first playoff game at home in 2 years. We need to slap them up, dog. Like,
I'm telling you, it's gonna be dumb. It's definitely gonna be dumb.
Yo, prepare to see this. That's IQ's joint. The minute
this?
Yeah.
Oh, the 3.
Might see it.
Out of anybody who IQ lives and breathes for the Garden, for the energy of the Garden.
But I agree with Mike. I agree with Mike, bro. Hart is gonna be the first one to he's gonna be that dog tonight.
They gotta run.
Gonna be that dog.
They have to run. They have to put pressure on the defense. That's the key to today's game. They have to put pressure on their defense. The only way you can do that is by running and getting them back and getting them in foul trouble. That's why, as terrible as RJ shot, he got to the line, but he was breaking down their defense. He was driving. He missed. He was bad at I give it to you guys. His efficiency. He missed some shots. He was trying to take the right shots or trying to take shots to be that person. But the fact that when he drives in, you put pressure on their defense. You have to collapse that defense. You get that second person to commit to you who's doubling Randall, who's doubling Brunson. By you driving, you're forcing them to come at you, and they're big. They took Robinson out the game. They were 2 big 7-footers against our 1 7-footer. You know what I mean? So they took him out of his element. But that's the key, that when Jalen Brunson can't have Robinson call up for the pick, because that takes him out of rebounding and putbacks. So that he has to do a pick and roll if he's going to do it with another player, either Grimes' player, somebody smaller that he can take. That way they don't bring Jared Allen or Mobley up. So he has to get a pick and roll with the guard, RJ's man, somebody else. That way he can either lob it to Mitch, or Mitch has a chance to get that secondary rebound. Because that's what killed him. Every time they called Mitch, they had 2 7-footers on him. He wasn't getting any of the rebounds like he did the last game. So rebounds and turnovers is going to be key. I look for a fast-paced game. Any final thoughts? Any thoughts you guys got on today besides the Garden?
Yeah, I want to just add to your point real quick. If they're going to attack the defense like you just said, whoever Danny Green is guarding better go off. I don't want to hear nothing about old man Green guarding anybody. They better cook them. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're right. They need to make his knees explode again. That's whatever you need. They need to shake and bake him. If he's got an IQ,
they gotta abuse him. They gotta abuse old man Green. That's all I'm saying. If I don't know how many, I think he played like 20 minutes or something, but whatever 20 minutes he's in, they better attack. They better hone in on him. Like they're going after him.
And I agree with that, bro. That's another thing. We do not capitalize on the mismatches, bro. Like when perfectly what Alex said. Why was Green in there and we wasn't taking advantage of the mismatch? Like, but
I think
we off that. I know. I can see in Hartenstein, he tried to be a little more aggressive with the drive-ins. I think this is that game where we see Hartenstein get in his bag offensively. I really see Hartenstein trying to drive in, and Hart is another player that basically the only player that I've seen giving it to Mitch in the post. He told Mitch, yo, post that nigga up, and fed it to him. You don't see that. You know what I mean? So that's giving Mitch another like, oh shit, he believes in my post. All right. Like, our center's got to go in.
Yep. And he just got to keep the ball high. That's the only thing. Keep the ball high. Every time he keeps it low, they keep stripping him. You got to keep the ball high as a big man.
Oh, bro. Man, that irks me, bro. When he brings that ball down, man, that irks me, bro. That's a really good point, bro.
He has to keep his hands high, and then he can go straight up. Because when he's doing that, that's giving him time that they're looking to foul him because they know he's 50% from the line. Yeah, get the rebound and go right up to the basket and just wham.
Even when you bring it down, man, you if you have like a 6-foot person next to you, they can swipe it from you. If you keep it high, nobody's gonna reach. He's so big, bro. Like just keep it up there. Yep. Oh man, good point. I can't. Yeah, that's a really good point.
What you got to say, Miguel? Any final points you got on tonight's game? Mute. You're on mute, brother. You're on mute.
My bad. I'm sorry. Like I said, let Randall cook in the beginning, and at the end we give it to to the Wildcat. We give it to JB at the end. You know, let him handle the fucking ball at the end, and Randall in the beginning. And we gotta play. They're gonna try to body Robinson, man. They're gonna try to take him off his game. We need to get in there with Hartenstein. It's too bad Sims isn't on injury report because we might need him, but we're gonna need all our guys. But you know, we need Robinson to play a good game and not get fouled out, and we need him to fucking block and rebound.
Yep, I agree with that. And all that to say is that we have 2 games back to back in the Garden, so we're gonna have nothing but energy. Nothing but motivation, nothing but hypeness. We have, as M. Spesh said, we have the home court advantage now. Since we won the first game, so we have the last game at the Garden if it goes. So we got the home court advantage. It's as bad as it is, terrible game, it's a brand new series starting from today. Because we got one, they got one, they cancel each other out. As bad as it is, a brand
Hey,
new.
we're back. We're back to square. We're back to zero right now, like you said.
No, I disagree. I think we up one because we took one in their home. Now we got the advantage, and the advantage got to be capitalized.
We're back to zero with home court advantage right now. They're gonna try to fucking take that shit. They're gonna try to, and even more so if they take it tonight, it really gives them the advantage because then even if there's no if they take it tonight, God forbid, which they're not going to. I'm just saying. There's really no. There's no. We got no chance after that. We have to win tonight. We have to win tonight to keep it even. You know what I mean? And fucking, what was gonna say? There was Friday Night Knicks. We usually don't do well on Friday nights.
Actually, we're up on Friday nights.
Somebody said we're actually 8-5, and we're 2-2.
We're actually doing good. We changing that mantra. So we good on that. And it's to me, it's the youngsters. The youngsters have got to come through. The youngsters have got to come through. Grimes, we need rising star Grimes at least 15 points. There's no reason. He came in as a shooter. He was our 3-point guy. He got involved in defense. His 3-point has that's I'm gonna ride Grimes, and to a certain extent, Grimes needs to show up. Yes, he got only 2 touches, but at some point you gotta call it. You gotta call the shot. You gotta be aggressive, whether it's on there. And then Randall called it. He said he had 6 turnovers himself, so that was bad. But I love that Randall's in the right mindset. He's happy. The vibes is right. It's about the vibes. We New Yorkers, it's about getting that mindset right. So he's ready to roll. Our players look focused. Jalen Brunson doesn't like. All right, y'all got a little blood? All right. We got that cold kill out. He said they drew blood. They ready. The youngest is ready. IQ hasn't had.
They got to play Grimes. They got, that motherfucker bled for us, dog. He bled blood. He tasted his blood. He's got to get minutes.
I'm going to give it to
minutes, yo.
I'm going to give it to Legion Knicks podcast. He said it best. We got to get it back in blood. Get it back in blood, baby. Get it back.
It got to be the young ones. The OGs are doing what they got to do. The young ones got to step up now. And that's what we're looking at. Hart is no injury, no ankle. He said it himself. If I'm on the court, I ain't holding no excuses. I don't care if I got something taped up. If I'm on the court, I could do what I can normally do. If you on that court, you got to play. As you said, Grimes, my bad, Alex. As you said that RJ need to have, I'm rolling with you. RJ need to have at least his average, at least 19 to roll. RJ got to have his 19. Grimes, all our young ones, I'm looking at all of them to at least get 10 each. At least, minimum.
Listen, that's where I was going. Listen, there's going to be at least 7 players in double digits. It has to be 7 players in double digits.
Why not 10? Let's go to 10 man. Bruce ain't playing, but he got double digits too.
If Tim is going 12 into the rotation, then I'll say 10 niggas.
Stop being fantastical. Be realistic.
No.
They're gonna come and play defense. They're gonna come and play defense. It's gonna be a physical game. They're gonna be physical. We're gonna be physical.
Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean be realistic? This is things that I've seen the Knicks do all year.
This is a defensive.
This is what I've seen them do all year. This is what I've seen them do all year.
Yeah, but they've had the number one.
I can't get
like it wasn't. For the 5 games we played them, they had the number 1 defense for 5 games, and we bodied them. So it's not. And look, if you look at the loss,
thanks for reminding me.
It was us. We turned the ball over.
Turnovers. I said yes.
It wasn't. I mean, they played great defense. I'm not going to take that away. Cleveland played the right scheme. We didn't take advantage, as you were saying, Phil and Alex, that we didn't step up and do the other things to make it better. We overthought the game. We doubled, we second guessed ourselves. We made terrible passes, and that's where the turnovers came. They didn't. That's where Tim says, make the right read. If you open, shoot the ball. He gets mad. Don't, and then make the, you already, the defense already collapsed by the time you hesitated. And then you threw the ball. You were looking at the guy you're throwing it to, which is
look, we play that game a half a step behind, even in thought. They were reading everything we've done. They were reading the cross court passing. It was too predictable. It was too predictable. And I'm gonna agree with Alex. Tibbs got to get in his bag and get control of things. He's the chess piece master on the board.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So if Tibbs don't relay that message onto the like he does rely on Brunson the same way he relied on Rose, because they know his tendencies. They know they're baby Tibbs on the court. But the rest of them have to be like already what we've been doing, bro. It's not overthinking. It's just not overthinking. Let's stop overthinking shit. Let's do what the fuck we always do and get the job done. That's it. We're in the Garden. Shit is gonna be rocking, bro. Trust and believe that the energy right now. Go look outside. Take it. Can you see through the Gardens? Yo, if you look at MSG right now, it's wild. Niggas is wilding right now.
This game's gonna start an hour later. It starts at 8:30, not 7:30. At 8:30, so that gives us an extra hour to power up.
And to you guys' points, to Alex and New Knicks, to you guys' point on there, what I did see Tibbs not do that he normally does, besides not substitutions, maybe mixing some substitutions. Before he would like what he started doing really good successfully when teams were on a run, he would stop it right away, timeout, and he would stop the run. He didn't stop that bleeding in the second quarter. He was trying to see if they can fight or dig their way out of it instead of trying to stop the run, regroup. If you got to burn all your timeouts, burn all your timeouts. And if you see that something, whatever you're doing is not working after the second timeout, then that's where you pull out the deuce card.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. You go into that bench, bro. Why wasn't Deuce when he saw things getting out of control? The first thing you gotta sick the pit bulls out, bro. Before somebody enter your crib, you got dogs in the yard. There's dogs in the yard.
Sick the pit.
You gotta get through the dogs in order. Like, come on, bro. Like, let the dogs loose. Let the bullies ball. Bullies is balling, and let them do what they do.
That's why I think he made the error as a coach. I got to give you guys that's why he made his mistakes. So now let's see. A lot of stuff was stuff that we can correct. Tibbs can correct that on right substitutions, calling timeouts.
Tibbs has been in plenty of playoff games, dude. Probably more than a lot of these coaches right now, except maybe the Bucks coach. But Tibbs has been in a lot of. You forget he played against LeBron in the playoffs when he was in Chicago. He has plenty of playoff experience, dude. Even when he doesn't do well, even in Minnesota, he took him to the playoffs his second year. And he took us to our playoffs our first year, and in our third year with him, and he took us to the finals in 1999 as an assistant coach under Van Gundy. So he's been a coach who has a lot of experience. His percentages are probably higher than a lot of those coaches coaching right now, including Bernie Bickerstaff. You know, so we ain't scared of none of those fucking coaches. He's gonna adjust, and we got guys who want to play for him. IQ, Brunson, Randall, to say the least, Robinson, Grimes. All these guys want to play for Thibs, man, and Thibs is gonna adjust. And he's observing right now what he did in game 2, and he's going to counter in game 3. And it's going to be about defense, because it's going to be a physical game. It's going to be a defensive game.
And we gotta take our L. It was our bad in certain areas. You take it in stride and you go. We knew this wasn't going to be a lay down fight. This team matches up very close to us. So it's just going to be a fight no matter what. They have more pressure, in all honesty, I think. They have way more pressure because they went all in on a championship. This is their championship team. Win it all or bust. They went all in on Donovan Mitchell. Yeah. They traded all those players, all those pieces, and all those picks to get them. So the pressure's really on them to be successful. The fact that they're coming into this series 3-1, -3, 1-3 against us, and they had to win that last game, the pressure's on them to perform.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you guys a question, though, about Cleveland? Who does Cleveland match up well against? Like, you match up well against Cleveland, right? But who does Cleveland match up against? When it comes to Boston and Milwaukee, or the better teams.
I think they
who do they give problems? Who are they a handful for? Milwaukee 76ers.
I think they would give a run to Philly because they're both similar as far as height. They got 7-footers, but the problem with Cleveland and even Boston has some deep players, but the problem with most of these teams is that they're heavy on starters. Their starters are probably the top in whatever they are, but their bench is where they lack, and that is where our advantage is. We have a very well developed team where we have good starters, very good starters, and we have a great second team. As the new Knicks is saying,
You're saying our bench is better than the rest of them.
Then most of the East Coast.
Our starters not so much, but when it comes to the bench, we're on par.
Other than Milwaukee doesn't. We can't hear you, Phil. But other than Milwaukee has players that you probably won't name, but they got a good bench, and that's why they won even without Giannis. So they're a deep team.
Yeah, but this has been the most assembled best roster that Tibbs had to work with as far as Knicks. And on top of that, we're two teams in one, Mike. So there's really nothing to think about. Everybody that is on our bench can really compete against starters.
Also, can I ask you something else? Should he start or play Fournier?
Go ahead, Alex. I'll let you answer that one.
Who?
What was the question?
Should he start or should he play Fournier?
No, bro. I wouldn't touch.
Hey, Mike, stop listening to ESPN.
Bro.
Wait, one at a time. What's up, Alex? You want to touch him with a temper pole?
Nah, man, I'm good on Fortnite. Leave him out there. Send him back to France or something.
I don't. Well, you got something.
Mikey.
Bro, I heard some dumbass. I heard some dumb motherfucker say that shit on ESPN or somewhere. What Fournier, bro?
Listen,
Go ahead,
Phil.
Listen,
what's wrong with Fournier?
He cannot keep up with these young ballers, bro. This isn't 1938 where he's playing with niggas his age, bro. Like these niggas is running up and down that court.
Right.
If you can't listen,
that's
everybody
true,
on our squad could basically
the three like he.
Let him talk. Go ahead, Mike.
Not too many motherfuckers. You're right, Phil. You're right. He can't keep up with a lot of these cats, but a lot of these cats can't shoot the ball the way he does either.
So it's about. This is about.
I mean that's cool if they passing it to him off the bench and he's shooting from the bench, but that ain't gonna count.
It's if you're talking about because he can shoot and compared to Grimes' shooting to spread the ball and shoot the three, that would have worked and it didn't work last year. But he can't defend. So basketball is a game of matchups. So he does.
By the way, él puede tirar la pelota mejor que
sí, pero ¿quién no puede defender la pelota? Que el jugador que está delante de él. What's the point?
Pero él es un tipo que todavía puede jugar. He can play basketball, dog. He ain't a guy who can't. He ain't the best defender.
Mike, what's the point if the guy he's guarding is scoring 38 points?
My point, yeah. It don't matter if you give me 10 points. It don't matter if the next man that you guarding is giving me 20. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's counterproductive.
But that ain't always the case, dog. I mean, sometimes these guys be chucking up threes. We be chucking up threes a lot of times and we miss. And I bet you that fucking if you had Fournier out there chucking up threes, he wouldn't miss at a 50% that we do like we do IQ and except for Randall.
What you're trying,
but he could shoot it a lot better than RJ at least.
But what you're talking about, or what you want to happen, is where you would give. That's where you would give more minutes to Obi.
Phil, who's a better shooter right now, RJ or Fournier?
Bro, is Fournier gonna guard a number one or number two option?
Fournier.
Who's a better shooter?
Fournier.
What? But what does it matter? What does it matter if you're a better shooter when our offense comes from defense? Our offense comes from defense. If you can't produce D, you ain't playing, bro.
RJ,
Jalen Brunson ain't the best defender, bro. And he's playing,
my
man.
dude, you could have said
Randall ain't the greatest defender. He can play a little bit, but he ain't the greatest. But I think that when Fournier wants to play defense, he can't play defense. When he wants to, he can, though, and he has. It ain't like he's zero. It ain't like he's negative on defense, dog. He can't. He's not. His thing is offense. Usually, when you're an offensive guy, you lack on defense.
Wait.
Now, if you're a defensive guy, rarely are you both. Are you an offensive and a defensive guy? But if you're mainly an offensive guy, if you're a predominantly three-point shooter, and he was our best three-point shooter last year, he's not going to be our best defender. So you're going to have to compensate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so he ain't the greatest, but he can, if you ask him, and he does turn it on the defense, he'll play a little bit of defense. It ain't like he's lacking.
Hey, you know,
ain't like he's lacking. He's just hasn't been playing because he hasn't been able to keep up with the fucking younger guys, like you said. But for his offense, for his 3-point, if we're gonna be chucking up threes the way we chuck up threes and miss, at least have him in there chucking up threes for us. That's what I'm saying.
Alex. Go ahead. Hold on, Phil. Go ahead, Alex. Go after.
I mean, all right. So to make his point, the only way I would do Fournier is like an offense-defense type situation where you got a set play, like maybe there's 10 seconds on the clock or whatever, and you need offense. Sure, put him in. Maybe he can shoot the three, whatever. But there is no way in God's green earth that I am putting Fournier over RJ Barrett or over Grimes or over IQ. Like, there is no way in God's green earth that this man is seeing minutes over any of those players. Granted, he can shoot the rock. I'll give you that. But his defense is atrocious. Like, he's going to give you 10 points, but then Donovan Mitchell is going to cook him, and he's going to drop 50 on him. So there's no way that I want Fournier to see any minutes over any of the four men that I just mentioned. That's all I gotta say.
Hey, I agree with Alex. Like, if you in the last seconds, give him 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I don't mind. I don't mind giving Fournier like 48 seconds on a game. Like, you know what I mean? That's productive. I'd rather you have said Rose.
This is an international
I agree.
baller.
Give him 48 seconds, like 15 seconds in the end of each quarter.
He's being playoff games. He plays in the FIBA. He plays in the
Mike, you talking about 19, bro? You talking about this nigga when he was playing for Orlando, bro? Like that was come
this
on,
nigga,
bro. That was like 9 years ago, bro.
He killed the New York record. He broke the New York record for New York last year, dog. He killed nobody.
I'm lying. Listen, I'm lying. If we end up in the finals,
game, dog. Look what he does in the international game. He was a finalist in the international game, yo.
Miguel.
But it's a team game, bro. It's not just him.
Yeah, Miguel.
That's what I'm saying. He's the more team player than anybody, bro.
It's matchup.
Than anybody.
It's matchup.
Anybody's the more team player. Because look how patient he has been. He's been sitting on the fucking bench for 6 fucking months, sitting there, and then sprinkled him in a couple of games ago. Because he's still ready. Okay, and it's disrespectful. I'm saying, the guy can, if you're gonna fucking have him sitting on the bench and RJ's not gonna be doing shit, at least have him in play a few more minutes, see what he could do. Guys that are gonna go cold if you don't play them, they're not gonna play well. But if you play them a little bit, at least he'll have, he's got some dog in him still. I think Fournier is still a little dog.
Mike, are you in Alaska? Are you driving to Alaska? Because I swear you're on a fucking iceberg, bro. Your cold takes are frosting the fucking tree limbs over here in Miami, bro. Like, I don't understand. Bro, give the nigga 30 seconds a game. That's it. Like if we were in the finals or some shit and we play an old ass team like the Lakers, if they seem to not drown, yeah, I mean, if we play old teams, yeah, throw Fournier against old niggas, B. But you can't play against like these hungry ass.
Cleveland is playing Ricky Rubio against us. Why can't we play Fournier against them?
Because they don't have a bench. They don't have anybody who can contribute other than
my nigga. They reaching for straws.
They're trying. They're trying. They threw everything at. They threw all the spaghetti at the wall and see what stuck, bro.
Mike, did you not see a center? Did you not see a Mike? Did you not see a center trying to guard Jalen Brunson?
Mm.
Yo, this is it's a series.
What does that tell you? That means they have nothing else. The game 2 was their. They must have put fucking roids in the water, saying because. They came out spectacular, but that's all they were doing. They in the pocket. That's it, bro. Bro, I'm not gonna reiterate that we're at the Garden, bro. Stop it, bro. We a whole different animal, bro.
Listen, you can't change what works for you, my guy. We won 10 games with the way we had it. We won 8 games the way we had it. We won 49 games? We had 48 with the way we had it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's one bad game. Come off the ledge. Come off the ledge, guys. Do not hurt yourselves. It is not worth it. It is not worth it. It's one game, guys. Bring it in. Mental health is an issue. If you need help, 1-800. Come on, guys. There's 800 numbers to help you. It is not that serious. It's one game. We had a lot of numbers. That's it.
Listen,
hold on. The minutes you're trying to give to Evan Fournier, you give them to Obi. Obi's a better three-point shooter than Evan. He's more athletic than Evan. He can guard better than Evan. He's taller than Evan.
Coño, si fuera por Mike, bro.
Yo,
listen, I don't know what squad we will be playing.
Imagine our 3-point. How much our 3-point will go up if we had Obi and Fournier out there shooting?
Hey, Mike, let me ask you a quick. What the fuck he said?
Oh man,
what did he say,
bro? If you had Fournier out there with Obi shooting 3-pointers,
or the other three
better, we would be a better 3-point.
Who's the other 3 players on the court with them? Humor me. Who's the other 3 players?
Allen Houston.
Minus instead of
Allen Houston.
Larry Johnson.
Yeah.
Fournier out
just
occasionally.
Allen Houston.
Start occasionally.
Starks come out of the presidential on the court.
Bring him on retirement right here.
Hey, if it were up to Mike, Mike's bringing Allen Houston back. He's like, look, throw on this jersey. Don't worry about it. You're a better shooter than everybody on the court right now.
Miguel's like, yo, I got the secret player starting at point guard. James Dolan.
Dwight. All right, as a bench, okay, you have IQ at the 1, you have Grimes at the 2, you have Fournier at the 3.
Well, Grimes is starting.
You have Obi at the 4, and you have Hartenstein at the 5.
Okay.
How's that look?
All right, your lineup will be Rose, Fournier.
IQ at the 1, Grimes at the 2, Fournier at the 3, Obi at the 4, Hartenstein at the 5.
So who's the starting 2 guard?
How would that look? How would that look to you?
Is it IQ starting?
No.
Yeah, so I'm saying if it was a bench, and IQ scoring for 6th man of the year, you have him at the 1, fucking Grimes at the 2, Fournier at the 3, IQ at the 4, Hartenstein at the 5.
If we're up 15, that would look great. If we're up 15. We're up 15.
You have a better defense because IQ plays defense. Grimes plays defense. Okay, Fournier doesn't play defense. IQ somewhat. Obi somewhat plays defense, but Hartenstein definitely plays defense.
Hartenstein gets fouled. He fouls a lot. Hartenstein is slow.
Not as much as Mitch. I think it's about the same.
About him and Evan, that's gonna be.
I trust Hartenstein more than and not getting fouls than Robinson.
Listen, if you guys
if he can hit threes, and if he hits the threes, Hartenstein hitting threes, and Obi hitting threes, and Evan hitting threes, and Grimes hitting threes, and IQ hitting threes. And when they're hot, if they were all hot and on, I'm saying.
Well, if I won the lottery, I can tell you what I'd start. If they're hot. Yo, this
That's
dude.
my cold take. That's my cold take.
Hey, that definitely was cold.
That shit is frozen. That bitch is frozen. Nigga, that's like taking a steak out the freezer and throwing it right into the frying pan, bro.
Bro, that is a Colorado.
You take that steak and bring it out the freezer, put it on their black fucking eye.
That take needs to be defrosted for sure, bro. Well, thank you for your thoughts on Evan. He appreciates it.
Hey, Mike, we're trying to gain viewers and like not to hit the.
Oh, and by the way, hit like, subscribe. Thank you.
After that, that's his hot take. Hold up. Hey, let him get his hot take in.
The chat is everybody in the chat left. There was 2,000. There's -2. They left. They heard Evan Fournier se fueron. Se acabó.
Bueno, manito, I checked out like 10 minutes ago.
Yo, Miguel hit us with the major copy coup, bro. He gave us a copy coup on it. Yo, we love you guys. Knicks Nation is going to be a phenomenal game. We're going to come back today like no other. Nothing cures pain of losing like a W. It forgets everything. We're going to forget about this loss. We're going to say we needed RJ. There he was. Alex, your man, your boy you called out. He's going to have a phenomenal game. We're going to say, Grimes, we got him back. We got him back. I'm telling you, IQ, 27. Put it down, 27. And Mike's, even though he said Josh Hart, he really meant Evan Fournier. Mike says Evan's going to have 31 today. He's going to break his playoff record. So he got Evan Fournier.
He's going to break Stark's record tonight.
Tonight only. Playoff special. He's breaking playoff records. That's Tip's secret sauce. Evan Fournier.
But that's why you'll never see him, because he's sitting behind Josh Hart. And he's sitting behind Grimes. You're never going to see him.
They're not going to see that one.
Evan Fournier is in the locker room getting the water bottles ready, bro. Stop it.
He's ready. I'm telling you, he's already ready. He's ready, dog. He's ready right now, dog.
Fournier is on Gatorade duty, nigga.
Go French fries.
And towels.
Yo, that's great. That's the craziest take ever. But yo, Knicks Nation, the Garden tonight is going to be at a frenzy, an uproar. We're going to be sold out. We're going to see Clyde's best suit. We're going to see something crazy. All we're going to be hearing all night is bang, RJ Barrett, bang, Kobe Toppin, bang, Randall. I'm seeing it tonight. Big game. We're going to have a bounce back game.
What's the prediction for the score?
Listen. Hold on. When the Cavs start throwing they little jabs, we need a weave. Let's get with the weave game. Weave.
I got the score 108, 101. I'm going to say we're going to start with fast break early. We're going to slow defense more down, but we're going to play fast early. 108, 101. I think we're going to be up by about 7. I think we win it by 7.
I'm gonna take the over on that. So I'm gonna say like more like 120, somewhere around 120, and they gotta have around 115.
Okay. What if we got 120? What do you think Cleveland gets?
Somewhere around 110,
about 68.
He says 60. Hey, in that case, that means Evan came out and dropped 30.
Yeah. That Fournier really getting minutes then, huh?
Miguel, what's your thoughts on today's game? Who you got? What score do you think your best guess? I know you hate jinxing. Yeah, he's frozen.
Me?
Yeah, you.
I got Cleveland winning 110, and they're gonna hold us to 100.
Cleveland. He said Cleveland winning. Yo, you got Cleveland.
What was he doing in this channel, bro?
110. And they're gonna hold us to 100.
He's trying to do the old reverse psychology. He's trying to trick himself.
Oh,
you gotta understand, he's with the stupid
okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, you gotta get used to my family, bro. My apologies. Yeah, like we got nuts in our family, bro.
I'm telling you, that niggas gonna come in.
You see what I've been dealing with for over 40 plus years, my guy.
I see you, bro. I see you.
Yo, look. I'm telling you, fucking Donovan Mitchell's gonna come into New Madison Square Garden. He's gonna have 40 points,
I
and
agree with that.
they're gonna win 110 and 200.
Nah, you wildin'. I think Mitchell is not going to be able to help himself to play at the Garden to show what we missed. He's going to want to go off, and what they need is 13 to 15 assists. Donovan Mitchell. I don't think they're going to see that back to back. I think
It'll be a battle between Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson.
Nah, I think he can't help himself. He's gonna have to have a good game. He wants to have a good game at the Garden. That's his home. He probably gave out 300 tickets. He's gonna have all the family members and friends. He's from New York. He's gonna want to have a big game. He's gonna try to score, and when he scores, that's good. That gives us the opportunity to shut down Garland, and then that's when we get our W. You're gonna see us running and gunning. So look for that. I definitely think Donovan's gonna have a big game. There's no way he's not gonna go off in the Garden. Playoff, playing against the Garden. He always played in the West. This is really his first game at the Garden in the playoff. His first playoff game in the Garden, and he's not going to go off? I don't see that. That's his dream, to play in the Garden, whether they're playing for the Knicks or not. He's playing in New York in a playoff atmosphere. He's going to want to go off.
Well, in my opinion, I think we were the first team to set off real bully ball style of basketball during the playoffs. I think we were probably the most physical series, and then it trickled on to everybody else. That's why you see a lot of these big names getting injured, Giannis, Embiid. So I think the basketball gods are working to our favor. And shit, boy, this weed is so good. I'd be forgetting what I was about to say.
You won, yeah.
But yo, we're gonna do good. Like Alex said, I think I see us going about like 128, 130 something. Yeah, I mean.
So you and Alex got a high scoring game.
Yeah,
that's a low scoring game.
I see a high scoring game. We might be at 120 something, maybe 130, and Cleveland at maybe at 102 or somewhere around there. Hopefully we could spank them. You know me, I'm gonna exaggerate a little bit.
I think we're gonna ball out, bro. I think Grimes gets about 12 points. I'm looking at IQ about 27 tonight. OB about 14, something like that. RJ, we need him at that 22.
22
to 26 would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. So
yeah, I think I see Grimes going off like the first game Grimes played. I think he had like 6-7 3-pointers or something like that. I could see him going into his Allen Houston bag. Hopefully he could get into that Houston bag. You know what I mean? Grimes 2.0 and yeah, become that sniper.
We need him. I believe. Oh, hold on. I just got an update here. Hold on. They did just cancel off the Bolo for the Be on the Lookout for Grimes. They just canceled it out. The Amber Alert.
Nice.
I think they found him. He was drunk in Cleveland. I think they found him. Okay, so I think he's been released to his family, the New York family. So I think he's well. They said he's well and he's ready for tonight. I got him getting 12 to 14 points, and then back in his rhythm. So it's over, guys. The Bolo has been cleared. The Amber Alerts that you have been getting on your text, we're finding Grimes. He's coming out today. We found him.
They found him.
Hey, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. The Organic Fanatic Show.
Thank you, Alex, for joining us. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Miguel for always driving, staying focused, driving, safety first, and while you go to
Alex, we greatly appreciate your presence here.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, I mean, you're more than welcome. Mikey. You know, tú eres familia, loco, ya tú sabes. So, cuando tú quieres frenar, tú frena, and we chop it up like always. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, we'll see you on Sunday, dog.
I appreciate you guys. That's manito. Yeah, all you guys. Appreciate you.
Yeah. This home for all Knicks fans. Like, welcome home. We here, bro. And we remember we at the Garden, nigga. Bro, I want to punch this phone so bad, bro. I want to punch this. Like, let's go. Get amped up, bro.
We got this. We want the Knicks, baby. That's what we want. And it's about to turn up. Thank you all for joining us.
boogie
Like,
down.
subscribe, join us.
Hey, Mike the specialist. Mike the specialist. Thank you, brother. Thank you, yo, everybody. Thank you.
Want the Knicks.
Let's keep it rolling. Mike, get out of here.
Films is films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. MSG, stand up.
Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten in the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. This is for the win. We want the Knicks.
New York City. New York,
If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, boy, we are not stopping. Aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange. And everybody's